Welcome to your new moon affirmation reading. This is a thing where you write down what you want to manifest. The new moon has a great deal of power to do this, to help clear out blockages to our abundance and other things like that. And I'm going to pull a few cards to give you some ideas on what you might want to do your affirmations on. Mine was on being able to deep breathe more often in my everyday life, that slow deep breathing, which is so good for you, and other things about being guided to what area of study I want to go into, and it told me I should investigate and learn more about shamanism. Excuse me. So let's get started. Okay, Sagittarius. Now the new moon is on November 4th to 5th, about 2:44 on the 4th. And you have like 8 hours, which is the optimal window to write your affirmations. I got this card too. Study. Spirit has its own special way of letting you know Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether it's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind, and the stone, the crystals will probably illuminate that a little bit. So you'll say, I'd like to study, I'd like to have an opportunity to learn more about whatever. But really up to you, completely up to you. Valor. Be courageous. The unmistakable touch of grace will follow us wherever we go. Courage. You know, sometimes you have to deal with a lot of negative people in your environment, you know. Help me have the courage to do what my heart tells me to do. That is my dream, regardless of what people say to me. Okay, that's an idea. Okay, oh, no, I'm not going to take that many. Don't you do this to me. I'm the world's worst shuffler on the planet, you know. I claim to fame. Okay. Okay. Remember, November 4th to the 5th, that early hour, you know, early hours on 2:44 on the 4th, and optimally 8 hours within that 8-hour period following that. Do your affirmations, write them down, make sure they sound right, and save the paper. 2 to 10 of them. Willpower. So you're going to need the strength and the willpower. And let me look up what the willpower means. It's talking about how Sagittarius, that you might have a tendency to jump after the next shiny thing without thinking about, you know, what it's going to entail, and that this is saying have the willpower to make the choices that are going to be the best for you. You can't, in spite of the desire you have to do it all right now, it's just not possible. Instead of giving in to temptation, determine whether or not you're being lured for your highest good. You have the courage. I don't think you lack courage, but you might have to pull up the courage to discipline yourself into not jumping into something that isn't really for your highest good. Just because, you know, I know you have a lot of interest and you want to learn everything today. You want to learn it all yesterday. I know. I love to learn too. What is it that Sagittarius should go into some kind of study? Do we have some insights on that for Sagittarius? I better just shuffle the damn thing. And they won't pop out. I figure I gotta shuffle them. However, ineptly what I do. They don't pop out. Oh, there's one popped out. Ajoite. I should really look up how to say all these because I'm not completely sure. Not completely sure. Number 30. Let's see what it has to say. If this gives some insight on what area of study the universe would like to have you think about. Ajoite brings about profound spiritual revelation, drawing out karmic wounds. This crystal reframes cellular memory and past contracts. You are a being of infinite love and compassion. Find your core of ultimate peace and universal love. Release your toxic emotions, replacing them with forgiveness, compassion, and serenity. What you have been through allows you to appreciate the pain of another's path. Do not absorb their pain. Remain dispassionate. Detach gracefully and move on. Put down your burdens. Honor your promises. Find the best solution for everyone. Immersing yourself in the love of the divine automatically leads to health and happiness. This is about the third eye, the crown, the heart, throat, and the soul star. Keeping an open, compassionate heart. So this kind of study isn't like book learning study. This is a study of self. This is a study of understanding your heart and mind and soul, having the courage to follow perhaps a path that you haven't yet, having the willpower not to get distracted from what your intuition is telling you, having the courage to do what your intuition is telling you. You can have affirmations regarding that kind of thing very easily for the next new moon. I hope this helps you out, and keep thinking those good thoughts, Sagittarius.